Erin Newington with Keller Williams Realty, and today I want to talk to you about buying rental property. Now, I get a lot of pushback from this sometimes from clients who are, no, Erin, I'm not interested. I don't want the headaches that have to do with around tenants. I just don't want to deal with that. It's going to be too much. And I totally get it because I've had properties like that in the past. And I think it really matters what team that you hired to help you go get this asset. So for myself on the real estate side, I'm going to interview you. We're going to talk all about what your history is, what your background is with investment properties, what your tolerance level is for risk, and we're going to pick a property that makes the most sense for you. At the end of the day, I want you to be happy. I don't want to stick you in a property that looks great on paper and it's going to drive you miserable the whole time. Trust me, I've done it. I'm not going to put you there. Then we want to make sure that we get you in front of a great trust attorney. That attorney is going to make sure that whatever assets we purchase for you are protected. So any personal liability you might have around the situation is encapsulated into that property, and it doesn't dip into the rest of your world. And we want to make sure that you're protected. And then we want to get you in with a great property manager. And a lot of people are going to tell me, I don't want to pay the fees around property management. I'm just going to manage myself. And I'm going to try and talk you out of that. I promise you. I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm going to try and talk you out of that. Because the reality of it is, California is a very friendly state for tenants, and if you don't know what you're doing, you could create more liability for you for yourself than benefiting your family. So you unless you're willing to get in there and do a lot of training, which I can give you access to organizations that are local that can help you get that education, it's probably not the wisest choice for you to make. It's better just to reinvest some of that rent money into a professional that does this for a living full time. And I can get that recommendation for you if you're having a problem with a current rental property or if we're going to go purchase another one for you. Because that rental property manager is going to make sure that that property returns a profit for you, right? So you could get hooked up with a real estate agent that's going to say, hey, I have this cash cow. I want you to get down here and buy this property. What they're not going to tell you, it's in a battle zone neighborhood. The turnover, because maybe it's a 1-1, a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, a fourplex, let's just say, in a battle home hood neighborhood, right? So you're talking about a neighborhood that maybe you wouldn't want to go to at night by yourself. And it looks so good on paper and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to get rich, this is going to be awesome. And I promise you're going to be miserable because I personally purchased those properties before. And what happens is at the end of my year, it didn't look as sexy as it did when I originally evaluated the property. And when I'm helping you buy your first rental property or more rental properties, whatever it is, we're really looking at the worst case scenario. So if everything goes wrong, do we still have a profit? Does it still cash flow? And if the answer is yes, we're going to get that particular property for you, whether it's a single family home or a multi-family units. And that property manager, their job is to keep the property profitable. So I've had property managers that you get sucked in because they charge you such a low fee for their services, and you think, okay, I'm barely paying anything for them to manage this property, and this is going to be awesome, and I don't have to deal with it, and yet I'm still going to make more money. And that's not necessarily true, because what you're going to find, or what I found, is they mismanaged my property, and at the end of the year, I actually lost money. I could have hired a professional who does this for a living, who maybe charged me a little bit more, and at the end of the day, I would have created more profit out of that asset. So just some things for you to think about. Don't be afraid of rental properties. We can show you the right way to get it done, and it's an excellent way if you are a big money earner and you're giving up a lot of money at the end of the year to the IRS. It's a really great way to offset your income. It's a really great way, and I can get you in front of an awesome CPA who can show you those numbers before we ever make that decision and go purchase anything to see if that's going to be an option for you. Because once you start looking at it from that point of view, you're going to realize what I'm telling you is true. We got to get you into some rental property, period. And at least evaluate it and see if it's an option for you. All right, well, again, my name is Erin Newington, and I am here for all your real estate needs. I'll talk to you soon.